One of the things I absolutely love about AmazeOwl is the capacity it gives you to do deep research on a product and to understand the competitors so that you can really de-risk yourself and increase your chance of finding a product that can perform really, really well. Now, I'm a firm believer in tools that expedite anything we can do to make it faster, more efficient, because time is one of the most precious assets you have. And if you're spending all your time without a tool assisting you in that research stage, it's going to take you a lot longer than your competitors who are going to get to those products faster. So what I'm going to do today is give you an overview of how to use AmazeOwl when it comes to using it to research and find the most potential products you can on Amazon. And I love how you can customize the parameters for when you search. Watch this. So when I come to settings over here, I can actually set my settings to whatever I want. And notice it says, okay, the first one, extension is enabled. That just means it allows AmazeOwl to be working alongside when I'm in Amazon.com. And it gives me the loading progress on Amazon, and it filters out brands with your own logo. What this means is it gives you the ability to remove people who, or remove competing products that either have a patent or that are very difficult to compete with because they have their own brand, their own logo. And so if you come out with your own brand of a similar product, if they're already really well established, it's going to take a much longer time to reach to their level of status and to actually be competitive. And then you have over here the optimal price. So you want it to be somewhere between 15 and 75. The reason I like to set it there is because if you're at 15 and below, it's really hard to make a decent profit on any product. And you also have Amazon fees. For example, I tried posting a product for $5, and the fees for Amazon, the referral fee was $4.76. Well, that doesn't leave me any margin at all, especially looking at the fact that I had to spend money to get the product in the first place. So if you're going to get below 15, especially below 10, you're really limiting yourself. So make sure the price is high enough to give you a decent profit. At the same time, you don't want it to be so high that it's no longer an impulse buy. What do I mean by impulse buy? Well, notice right here how it's 75. So anything below 75 is going to be an impulse buy. Anything above, it's going to start becoming a further research type product. In other words, something that people are going to research a lot more of before they make a decision to use that product. So this range we found is optimal. It is the best for making money and making it quickly. An impulse buy is going to get a lot of repeat buys. That's the idea there. Optimal reviews. So what we're looking for here is you want your reviews to be between 0 to 500. Now the reason for that is if they're any higher, then you're going to find it really difficult to get your product recognized. It's going to take a lot longer. It's going to be a much steeper climb. So if their product is starting to do really well, and you come along, you also can do really well. But if their product has saturated the market, they have 20,000 reviews, it's really hard to even be noticed when there's this huge giant sitting next to you. But if it's, a little giant and you're small, you can start, you can be a David and you can take out Goliath. So this is really important. Some people think it needs to be a super, super highly popular product. No, you want a product that's becoming popular, that's on the rise. A lot of people have made money in the real estate market when they jumped in when it was on its way up. Okay, so make sure you do that. Oh, and one thought on this. If you find a product that is highly selling and has 0 reviews, that's a sign that it's selling really, really well in a short amount of time, but it hasn't been out there long enough to have a review. You just struck gold. Look into that product. That's a huge opportunity. Now let's look at the weight. So the weight is important. Not as important as the reviews and the price, but it does matter. And the reason for that is because you want the weight to be light enough so it's not super expensive to ship, especially if you're getting your supplier from Asia. I like to set mine at 0.4 because that puts me around 80% of a pound, because we crazy people in the United States are still using the old imperial system. So make sure it's light enough. And so I use a little calculator to transfer over to 0.4, and that's how I got to, that's how I picked up this number at 0.4. Because if it's at, I'll just show you here real quick, 0.4 kilograms is going to put me at 0.881 pounds. Now the reason I like that is because if it's anything lower than a pound, it won't be insane to ship. And ideally, if you can get it 8 ounces and lower, that's even better. The next thing is your maximum package size. This part, you know, is not as important as the weight, but it still matters because weight has a bigger impact on shipping. But just make sure you are not getting a kind of product that's huge. Like, you know, I'll give you an example, a giant teddy bear. I once looked into these huge 6 feet, 7 foot, huge teddy bears, and they were selling really well. But I realized quickly that the cost of shipping those overseas was going to be about 5 times what it cost me to buy the product. And already looking at my profit calculator, it wasn't even worth the time. Okay, the next part I want to notice is the BSR range. This is really cool. BSR means best selling rate. And on Amazon, as you know, if you go to any product, I'll show you really quickly, you're going to see best selling products. Here, let's go to bedding and bath. And let's go down to bath. Just keep narrowing down till we find bath linen sets. Okay, here we go. And let's just click on Himalayan Crystal Bath Salt. Stuff looks pretty interesting. Now, if you go down here, you're going to notice it tells you how well it's selling. Best sellers rank right here, okay? And it's number 255,000. Now, the idea here is you want your product, that number needs to be lower. The lower the number is, the higher it's performing. You want to be the number one. Now, there's something to keep in mind here that will really help, and I'll show you. So if I go back to AmazeOwl, notice arts and crafts. You're looking for the products that are from the number one best-selling rate to the 1,000th best-selling rate. But then why is automotive from 1 to 2,000, or baby from 1 to 2,000, or books from 1 to 100,000? What's changing there? Watch this, guys. If I'm on Amazon.com and I decide to browse in the electronics and computers category and then TV and video, and I scroll down here on the left side, and by the way, this is super cool, you can actually see how many products are being sold in each of these categories. So if I get down here, notice that projection screens is 37,000. So there are 37,000 projection screens being sold on Amazon. But then if you go down here to TV DVD combos, there's only 231. So if I did the top 100, for example, if I did the top 1,000 bestsellers in this category, well, that's going to be everything, and that's not good. I want the top ones, not all of them. But if I did the top 1,000 projection screens, that makes sense because that's a smaller percentage of the very elite, the very best selling. So just to give you an example, if I did the top 10% of projection screens, then that would be 3,700. I would be seeing the top 3,700 bestsellers. So I literally could change whatever category that would be to 3,700 over there. Now, obviously, these categories are higher. They're not as specific, but I just want to give you an example. So if I did the top 10% projection screens, I would be just looking at the top 3,700 selling products. And if I did the top 10% TV DVD combos, I'd be looking at the top 23 products. You see? So that is why these need to be different. The larger the number here, that means the larger vat or bucket it's being pulled from. And therefore, you want to make sure you're getting the top sellers in the category, not just the top 1,000, because the top 1,000 out of 300 makes no sense. But the top 1,000 out of 30,000 makes a little more sense because otherwise you're not going to get high sales. So that is why these are different. I recommend that you keep them the same because they're already preset based on an algorithm that is effective, and we can actually go deeper into this later on. Okay, once you have all these settings set, you can hit reset defaults if you want, the way it comes, the way it shows up, or you can hit save. And once you hit save, it's going to save it for you, and now you can actually begin to find products. And let me tell you guys, this is the coolest part. This tool will assist you in finding products. All you have to do is go to Amazon.com in your Chrome browser and begin searching. And as you go through, it's just going to start popping up and saying, this is a potential product. This is a potential product. Check out this product. And you just hit a save button and it'll stick it over here for you under the potential product tab under AmazeOwl. So watch this. Let's try it together. So I'm going to go to Amazon.com and let's just start right here. And I'm just going to start going through here and searching. Now notice over here it says AmazeOwl and it's looking for products. And in this category, sadly to say, there are no high potential products. So let's try a different category. Let's do beauty health category. Let's do all beauty. Now, if I go through the all beauty category, notice over here, it won't search if you're on too high of a level. So like right now, this is more of a slideshow of products, very photo centric. So what we need to do is we need to go deeper for this to actually be loading. This should be saying loading right now. So I'm going to go to eyes and watch this, guys. Bam. Look at this. Loading 48. Okay, it's loading 48. And it already found the high potential product. So let's go find that. So right here it is. See where it says high? It just found this product based on, let me go back here, these settings right here. Okay, when I clicked on settings over here, these settings filtered out to find this product. Okay, so it's telling me that the Morph Pro 35 color eyeshadow makeup palette warm is really high potential product. And notice the reviews is correct. It's under 500. It's within the 15 to 75 price range that I set. The weight is 0.336 kilograms. That's within the price range I set. The bestseller ranking is 177. Let's go back here and check that out real quick just for fun. So that would be under health and personal care. We need the top 5,000. I don't want anything less best-selling than the top 5,000. And definitely this qualifies because we're looking in the number 177. That's pretty huge. That is massive. What's amazing is the low reviews and the high rating. This is a potential product, guys. So I'm going to hit save. And then I'm going to come over here. And when I click on potential products, there it is. See, that's how simple this tool is to use. It's already showing me the very best-selling products just by going to Amazon and just scrolling through. It's just starting to pop up, and I hit save. And now I already have an arsenal of products I can dig deeper into. And that's the part I'm going to show you in the next video. You can take the products as they are and go a whole lot deeper and find out very in depth. Are they trending online in Google Trends? What is the keyword search level like? Like how often are people typing in, this eyeshadow, makeup, palette, warm, highly pigmented type terms? And it's going to give you an idea of how likely you are to succeed at this product. Because the big idea here is just like when Google hires, you want to de-risk yourself. They spend all their time and money, or not all, but tons of it, on finding the best people possible. Once they found them, their chance of leaving the company is greatly reduced. And you can do the same thing here. Once you find an extremely high potential product and you've researched the heck out of that product, your chances of it succeeding are extremely high. Hey, this is Seth Kniep'n It Real. I encourage you, if you have not checked out this program, this is the only tool I have ever recommended for researching products on Amazon. And the reason for that is because it is badass. It is an awesome tool. This is Seth Kniep'n It Real. I will talk to you soon. Bye.